In the fall of 2016, a 23-year-old man began to film a movie review for a 1998 found footage film. The events that transpired were captured on his camera that was found the next day in his apartment. The following footage has been edited together using a script found on the man's computer and uploaded to his YouTube channel to find out if anyone can help locate him. NDTV, Alien Abduction, Incident in Lake County.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Yep, today we're going retro, what with the low-dep camera and low lighting, because today we're looking at one of the earliest examples of found footage movies with the 1998 made-for-TV movie, Alien Abduction, Incident in Lake County.
When most people think of early found footage movies, they immediately go to 1999's The Blair Witch Project, as it was the most popular and inspired many of the found footage movies we see today. However, 1 year before, a made-for-TV movie was released saying it showed the last few hours of a family before they were abducted by aliens. But this movie actually has a surprising history behind it. It started in 1989 with the release of a film called UFO Abduction, or the McPherson tape, which was lost for many years until finally being found in 2013 and may stand as the most realistic found footage movie ever made, for better or worse.
What do I mean by that? Well, here's what this movie mostly consists of.
They gotta come through the house to find him, okay?
But when
that
they do,
gives us
they
gotta
come through the house
gives
to
us
find him.
5 more minutes to get on the road and get the hell out of here!
Let's go!
Shut up!
Yeah, it's mostly a bunch of people yelling and talking over each other, which, to be fair, is probably what most people would act like if this happened. And don't get me wrong, it has some pretty creepy scenes, but almost a decade later, director Dean Alidio decided to remake his own film. But there are actually two versions of that remake. One is the 45-minute UPN cut. This is in a documentary style, similar to The Curse of the Blair Witch. This version's okay, but I think it tries too hard, with cheesy music, unnecessary sound effects, and a narrator who is way too into this.
Though the videotape continued to play for the next hour and 10 minutes, nothing but static was recorded. Were the remaining McPhersons aware, or did they experience a common occurrence in Alien Abduction, an episode of missing time?
But what we'll be looking at is the full uncut tape of what supposedly was captured on that day in Thanksgiving of 1997. Oh, and before we begin, I'd like to apologize for the subtitles. This movie is pretty much impossible to find legally, and the copy I got has Spanish subtitles, so sorry about that. This is Alien Abduction, Incident in Lake County.
So our cameraman for this movie is 16-year-old Thomas McPherson, who is using his new camera to film his family's Thanksgiving dinner. The rest of the guests consist of Tommy's brothers, Kurt and Brian, Kurt's wife Linda and their daughter Rosie, Brian's girlfriend Renee, and the boy's mother Rosalind, who I only know is named that because of the UPN cut. Now you may be thinking, where's the dad?
I wish we taped your dad when he was still alive.
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah, this movie does have some awkward exposition dumps, especially in the beginning. But if you think that ruins the illusion, it doesn't. But Tommy videotaping Brian and Renee making out does.
Oh my god!
Sorry, guys.
Tommy was the prototype of all obnoxious found footage cameramen. People like Heather, Hud, and Mika all took inspiration from this little pervert.
The family gets ready for dinner, but the lights suddenly go out. As the boys go out to check the circuit breakers, the last two guests arrive. Melanie, the guy's sister, and her boyfriend Matthew, and here we learn something very interesting about Kurt.
Matthew, this is my older brother Kurt. Kurt, this is Matthew.
Matt? Actually, it's Matthew. Matthew?
He's racist. There's no reason for it.
The boys head out, but when they find the fuse box, they notice it is smoking.
Careful.
Well, don't touch metal that's smoking, you idiot.
Lightning.
Did that?
Weird. Yeah, we'll have to...
Oh god, it's the Twittermites, run! Actually, it's aliens, and I do have to say, the UFO and aliens look really cool. The found footage actually really works here. The lighting, the lack of music, the only sound being these three guys panicking, it's genuinely creepy.
What?
They see us. One of them's looking right at me.
Oh, they see us.
Oh, come on, guys. They just think you're like cats and want you to play with the laser pointer.
Oh yeah, there's these interviews that constantly disrupt the film. They aren't bad, but they constantly mess up the pacing. Sometimes you'll get a really intense, suspenseful scene and then wham! interview with a supposed expert. I think they should have just kept this for the UPN cut. They run back to the house and tell the others, but it appears the laser was real and cut through Brian's hand. The boys want to leave, making them probably some of the smartest characters in any scary movie, but before they do, it appears that the aliens leave.
Oh, that's convenient.
So they all sit down for dinner, and to me, this is one of the creepiest parts of the movie.
No.
Did you see it? Watch it again.
No.
You can see the alien walk past the window. The fact that there's no music or sound effects and that you might miss it the first time you watch it makes it absolutely terrifying to me. And unlike that other found footage alien movie, the footage distorting actually makes it creepy instead of annoying. So Kurt grabs his gun, but the rest of the group doesn't believe them.
Well, you could show them the tape.
Can you rewind that thing?
What?
Can you play it back so I can see it?
Oh. Okay, you guys are actually pretty smart. Okay, you have my sympathies. I want you to get out of this. What the? Oh, come on, not again. Alright. Okay. Whatever. It's a lot creepier with no lighting anyway. Go. Alright.
So now the whole family believes them, but with no phone, they can't call for help. Renee sees one of them out the window as Kurt prepares to shoot it.
Daddy, be careful, you could hurt someone.
Why is it in alien invasion movies the kids are always the most calm?
What the hell is that?
Where's that coming from?
Do you hear that?
My ears are ringing.
It's coming from over here.
Oh, no.
Ah, so the aliens must be using some sort of high-frequency sound that the camera can't pick up. But I think I know what they hear.
Oddly enough, the UPN version actually does have the high-pitched sound. So Kurt and Tommy go out to get the truck so they can all leave, but when they get out there, they notice it is no longer in driving condition. So they head back inside, and it's here they notice their watches have stopped. And here's one thing I don't get. If the aliens cut out all electricity, not just the stuff that was connected to an outlet, then why the hell does the camera still work? I guess these are like the War of the Worlds aliens. Every electronic device stops working, but the cameras run on magic.
After all, they give us the magic of movies.
They hear one of the aliens on the roof, and when Tommy goes outside to have a look, he notices one of the windows is open, meaning they are inside. That's f***ing horrifying. What follows is a pretty cool scene of the boys checking the upstairs. Because we're expecting one of the aliens to pop out at any moment, it's extremely unnerving, and it leads to one of the best scares in any found footage movie. But what follows is admittedly a little weird. The alien comes inside, picks up the camera, points it at Tommy, who's in a trance, and then gives it back and walks away. This is actually where the UPN version ends, and it makes sense, because otherwise, why wouldn't the alien just take him? But Kurt manages to lock it in another room.
Wait a minute. You mean an alien can't get out of a room if the door is locked? How is that possible? Aliens have the strength of like 50 men. How can they be blocked by a wooden door? Yeah, I'm never letting that go, critic.
Well, this alien actually does have lasers.
Guard the light! Where the light? Ah!
And then they sold the alien to science, became rich, and then moved to New York City. Oh, what the f*** is that? Oh. Oh, sh**. Ow. Oh. Oh. What the hell is that? Oh god, it's like a humpback ear screaming into my ear. What is that? Oh. That was weird.
So they see the alien is dead, put a bookshelf in front of the door, and all head back downstairs. After Rosie tries to get upstairs, they all get bloody noses, which must mean they've been using their superpowers too much, or Andrew's in trouble. After that, Kurt and Brian try to go out and fix the truck when...
What the hell is it?
Oh shit, it's Snooki! And in another comparison to the UPN version, the light in that one is actually blue and just looks awful. And that's the version that people thought was real. But it hits Renee and she passes out. Realizing they need to get her to the hospital fast, Kurt and Brian leave to fix the truck.
Hurry back.
We will.
This really shows the strength of the found footage genre. As the rest sit down for dinner, we don't know what's going on outside, but as the minutes tick by, it just gets more and more suspenseful. They hear a gunshot and then a giant red light appears. Another interview. Well, after that, a giant red light appears and Linda begins to panic, but they manage to calm her down.
Rosie, do you have to play that now?
Play what?
Did you teach Rosie to play like that?
What?
You forgot to put in the piano music? Who does that? Oh, let me guess. It's such a high frequency that it didn't pick up on the camera either.
So Tommy's battery starts to die. You can tell by the low battery sign that no camera has ever had. And when he goes to get another one, this happens. Renee starts to have a seizure, and when Tommy goes to get a blanket, he sees that the alien is no longer in the bedroom.
The double tap.
And since the other two haven't come back, Matthew decides to go get his car so they can all leave.
And he was never seen again. But he did go after the racists, so another score for progress.
Soon the aliens start f***ing with them as the electricity comes back on, but then goes out before they can call for help. They make Rosalind think she sees her husband. They give them burns on their back. Wouldn't it be funny if these aliens were just filming a prank video? Like, I'm sure they have internet. So they come down and start by slicing open a cow and then just decide to f*** with this family, because I see no scientific reason to do this. They run outside and notice Kurt's gun and then get that hiding scene you get in most alien invasion movies. And then they run back in as Rosie drops this bombshell on us.
Renee's dead.
No, not Renee. She barely got to do anything.
So with half of their loved ones theoretically dead, they decide to sit down and play some cards. But not before Tommy takes part in my favorite found footage trope, talking directly into the camera and recapping the plot.
My name is Thomas McPherson.
Also, I have to say, this kid is really good in this scene. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if the director put him through some serious to get him upset.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
So he heads down and puts the camera 30 feet away to film them playing cards.
Yeah, what did Tommy say he wanted to do at the beginning of the movie?
Music video director.
Yeah, you're gonna be a shitty music video director.
In case you haven't noticed yet, Rosie has basically been possessed by the aliens, which is why she was so calm. So she lets them in, and while this scene is pretty cool, tell me if you noticed something off about it.
Oh my god! Holy oh my god, come on guys, we gotta go!
Who the hell is zooming the camera in? Is that the aliens or is that an editorial decision? Well, that's where the tape stops, but the movie actually ends with stills of all the characters, which is fine, but look at Rosie's picture. The f***'s wrong with her eyes? Was she an alien all along? Actually, that'd be a pretty good twist.
This is truly representative of the Thanksgiving spirit, and that I'm truly thankful I'm not the McPhersons.
So that was Alien Abduction Incident in Lake County, and while flawed, I still think it's pretty good.
There are some glaring mistakes like not putting certain sound effects in, the acting is hit and miss, the interviews are a serious distraction, and it never really felt real. Like, you can always tell it's a movie.
There's also no plot line other than getting the hell out of the house.
Yeah, there is. Real life doesn't have several character arcs in one night. However, it does have a really chilling atmosphere, the found footage works great, the effects are minimal but effective, it has a feeling of dread, and I genuinely cared about this family. I didn't show a lot of the dramatic bits like the mom's alcohol problem and their relationship to their dad, but those scenes are pretty well done as well. If you don't like found footage movies, then you won't like this, but if you enjoy even a few, this is worth seeing as an important part of the history of the genre.
At the very least, can we get a DVD release of this already? Let me put it to you this way. Cop Rock has a full series DVD release. Ghost Can't Do It is on Blu-ray. And pretty much the only way you can find this is in low quality on YouTube. So, I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you all in December for... What was that? Flush. Cheese? Oh, My name is Kyle Norty. If you're seeing this, then I was attacked by aliens. Weird cheese-obsessed aliens. And I might not make it back, so if you see this, please let my fans know. This is very important.
Hello, Norty.